Welcome to my channel. Back with another movie recap. This is a crime, horror and mystery genre movie and it has 6.8 IMDb rating. The name of the movie is Exam and release year is 2009. The movie has won 2 awards and been nominated 2 times from different film festivals. The film is about 8 candidates for a highly desirable corporate job are locked together in an exam room and given a final test with just one seemingly simple question. However, it doesn't take long for confusion to ensue and tensions to unravel. To find out more about the film story, bear with me until the end. I hope you enjoy watching my recap. And as quick reminder, this video contains spoilers. 8 candidates for the top position at a shadowy corporation sit in 2 rows of workstations in a windowless room. They already fulfilled prerequisites that the movie glossed over. They go to a room, pick a seat, and look at the papers on their desks, which read, Candidate 1, Candidate 2, etc. The test administrator, played by Colin Salmon, enters and announces the regulations. There will be no rules other than those allowed by the corporation in effect outside the room. Neither the invigilator nor the security guard should be approached for assistance by the applicants. They are not allowed to contaminate the paper in any way, nor are they to leave the room. They will be eliminated from the competition if any of the rules are broken. The test comprises of responding one question. The proctor inquires as to if the examinees have any concerns. He puts the timer for 80 minutes and exits the room. When left alone, the hopefuls flip their papers over to see blank surfaces. They gaze at each other in astonishment, and the applicant, Oriental, Gemma Chan, starts writing, I believe I deserve. Because she ruined her paper by writing on it, the guard, Chris Carey, throws her out. A young white man, Luke Mabley, speaks up, takes the podium, and rallies the group to work together to solve the mystery. Blonde, deaf, white, brown, dark, etc. are just some of the derogatory labels he uses to describe the applicants. Initially, they try to decipher the documents by holding them up to the UV tubes that line the room's perimeter. The emergency lights are activated by severing the tubes. After shattering the emergency tubes, they discover infrared illumination. Nothing they've tried has helped them make out any text on the page. They also learn that tampering with another contestant's paper does not result in disqualification for either candidate. They test out drenching the paper with liquids. The results of White's urination on his are negative. White becomes the de facto head of the organization. Brunette, Pollyanna McIntosh, realizes they are able to touch the security officer for as long as they refrain from speaking to him. She opens one of his pockets and pulls out a lighter. She is considering activating the fire alarms in the hopes of attracting attention away from herself and toward an image depicting the mystery. She attempts to reach the sprinkler by jumping atop a table, but fails. White hands her a paper and after success she realizes that White handed her own document, therefore she is disqualified. White chooses John Lloyd Fillingham's deaf, a French speaker. White forces him to tear up the paper and consume it as punishment. Deaf is kicked out by the guard. Brown, Jimmy Mystery, is shown to be an experienced gambler, and he proposes that the board of directors is secretly gambling behind a wall to determine who will emerge victorious. Psychoanalyst Dark, Adar Beck, stands out from the other candidates because he knows more about the firm, its goods, its expansion, etc. than any of the others, despite the fact that they, too, have done their own research. They believe she is a corporation spy who is secretly working for them and so they plan to torture her to extract the answer. After White had tricked Brunette into being eliminated, the remaining members of the gang began to mistrust one another, despite White's earlier assurances that they could work together until they guessed. Black, Chikwudi Iwuji, and Brown eventually tie White to a chair as the tension escalates. When White's seizures begin, he can't find his prescription in time. Dark is eliminated as he turns to the blank screen and begs for help while everybody else debates how best to aid him. It was discovered by Blonde, Natalie Cox, that Brown had taken White's medicine and hidden it beneath his desk using chewing gum. After being restrained for a while, Blonde finally manages to shove the pill into White's mouth. White thinks there is only one victor. He and Black got into an argument while trying to get the guard's pistol. Black is accused of shooting White, but it turns out the pistol never went off. White takes control of the weapon and aims it toward Black, but it fails to fire. White realizes the pistol can only be fired by the security personnel, so he hands the weapon over to the latter and fires. White warns everyone to leave immediately or else they would be murdered. In the fall, brown leaves fall. Before leaving, Blonde yells, "Lights out," to allow Black a chance to win. White murders Black at night. Blonde is still in the vicinity. She still has 1 foot inside the house. White yells over the wall that he won, but he doesn't since Def tampered with the clock so that the allotted 80 minutes still hadn't elapsed. The glass wall is illuminated, and White can make out the invigilator's figure. After seeing Black on the ground, he gives up and makes an attempt at suicide. He can't do it since, as he remembers, the guard has to use his fingers to fire the pistol. The security guy puts his arm over White's shoulder to disqualify him and then escorts him out. Blonde is entering the room in its entirety again and grabs her piece of paper. She sees question 1 from the paper's watermark, which she can only make out by fumbling with the shards of Def's shattered spectacles. She hands it over to the invigilator and replies, "No," to his inquiry as to whether or not there are any questions. She is offered the job. She is explained that Def is the CEO of the firm. A brilliant but disturbed scientist, he has developed a medication that speeds up the healing process for wounds. Blonde is considering declining the offer of employment. She points to Black laying on the floor and says that it's unacceptable when the invigilator questions why she went to all the effort if she didn't want the position. The security guard inquires, "Who told you that he's dead?" She walks over to Black and notices the gunshot hole has mostly closed. The fast healing tablet was reportedly placed within the bullet, as stated by the invigilator. Along with ambition, intellect, determination, and dedication, the new leader required sympathy. Blonde immediately agrees to take the position. That was recap of Exam. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the recap, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe to not miss videos like this.